Hi, I'm Chad with Move For Guitar. This is lesson number 2 from our short series, Bar Chords Made Easy. In the first lesson, I showed you the first bar chord that I think you should learn. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to put that bar chord into a chord progression so that you can learn how to transition using that bar chord and be able to grab it quickly. So in the first lesson in this series, I showed you the first bar chord that I think you should learn, and I showed you how to take the A minor open shape and turn it into a movable bar chord, and I showed you how to play a B flat minor bar chord using the A minor shape. And we were capoed on the 3rd fret, but I'm going to do it without a capo here, so you can just pretend the nut on my guitar is the capo, but it was this shape, the A minor shape as a B flat minor. And that's what we started with. I had you work on that. In this lesson, I'm going to take it a step further and actually show you how to transition with this shape and open chords, and that's really going to help you be able to grab this chord quickly and use it in a song. So the first thing we're going to do, instead of playing it as a B flat minor, we're going to move up half a step. So now we're going to play it as a B minor. So right here is my root note, that's a B. Now I'm playing a B minor bar chord using the A minor shape. And I'm putting it as a B minor because B minor fits well in the key of G. It's in the key of G, so I can play this shape with chords that are in the key of G, just open chords that you already know as a beginner. So that's why I'm showing it this way. You can use it in a song right away and really work on transitioning with it with open chords that you already know well. So what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to put it into a progression, and the progression is going to be G major, just a G major open chord. Then we're going to go to that B minor bar chord. Then the next chord will be A minor open chord that you know. And then just a D major open chord that you know. And then start over. So G, B minor, A minor, D. So we're just creating a progression with that B minor and really simple beginner chords that you should know really well at this level. So we're just going to keep it really simple in this lesson. All we're going to do is do one down strum on each chord. So I'm just going to do a down strum on G, a down strum on B minor, down strum on A minor, down strum on D major, and then back to G. You can end there or start over. And what I want to show you is how to actually transition in a way that's going to sound smooth. And this will really get your hand in shape to be able to make these transitions. And then in the next lesson, I'll show you how to actually do it with a strumming pattern so it's more musical. You're not just doing one down strum, but it's really important to work with just one down strum to start so that all you're focused on is what your fretting hand is doing, not what your strumming hand is doing. So when you play that G major, to make the transition to B minor, you're going to release your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger, but leave your 1st finger touching the 5th string because the 5th string is in the B minor as well as the G major. So that's a shared note between those two chords, and that's really important to find shared notes when you're transitioning chords so that you don't have to lift off all your fingers and then try to grab the new chord. You're going to go from the G major, that 5th string on the 2nd fret with your 1st finger is a shared note, so you can leave it touching that string. You don't have to leave it fretted all the way to where an actual note would ring out, but leave it touching that string, and then use that as a pivot to pivot your hand down and get your other fingers in position to grab that B minor. So don't go like this. That's an exaggeration. You want to be way more smooth and fluid with less movement like this. And you can work your way back to that G major if you want to practice that way too, but that's not part of the progression to go from B minor to G major, but it would be something good to work on if you could just go from the G major to B minor and back. So do that over and over again until you're able to make that transition smoothly. The next transition is from B minor to A minor. That's the next part of the progression. So to do that, you don't have any shared notes. So what we're going to do is just play the B minor, release all our fingers and go to the A minor. But there's still something you need to think about when you're doing it. You don't want to just go B minor, completely lift your fingers off, let them fly around, and then grab the A minor. You want to keep them, after you play the B minor, close to the strings, and then at first don't even worry if you're getting a lot of squeaks. That's not really important right now. That's something you can learn to deal with down the road. So even if you hear squeaks, that's fine, but play that B minor, start moving your hand a little bit into shape. You can drag them along the strings to the A minor and then grab the A minor. Don't just play B minor, let your fingers fly, and then look for the A minor. Play the B minor, use the minimum amount of movement necessarily. Start sliding down the strings, getting your fingers into place as you're sliding, and then grab the A minor. So if I was to play it slowly, it would be like this. And again, you can go back from A minor to B minor and back and forth if you want to, but that's not part of the progression, but it would be something good to work on. It'll really help your transitions. So just do that over and over again until you can do it smoothly. And then the next transition is just the A minor to the D minor, or to the D major, sorry, and then back to the G, and then you start over.